Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Fresno State's offense will have the football first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Fresno State will have to punt. He gets a block. And there he goes. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown.
Yeah, off my back.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the...
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is up there. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Makes a grab and room to run. Oh, what a cut! He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were on the move with 2 straight incompletions, had them staring at 3rd and 10. Sends it back in motion.
On top of the place,
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Fresno State will have to punt.
Chicken. Yeah, chicken. That's what I mean. Chicken.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Sellers. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
We're chasing.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll open the second half with a run.
Yeah,
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Handoff, Robinson running left. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know, the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a touchdown.
What you told me? Huh?
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd
So
down.
you never said that you wasn't going to be hard-headed like everybody else?
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
No more problem.
The Hurricanes will try to move the chains on 4th down.
I think that's very mature for you to say something.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Then you're not for it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
I apologize. I didn't ask people for stuff, so people don't just give me stuff.
Robinson again. And after the short run, the
People
clock
didn't
is
really offer
zeroed,
either.
and we are
Not
all
like,
wrapped up
they
here.
were offering.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around
But
with them.
people know
Go
they
out
can't
and
just
play
come
to a
asking me
standard of excellence.
because
Just
they know
dominate. You're
I
going to
say,
take care
hey,
of business.
remember,
You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How
I
many
need
can I
it or
win by?
whenever.
And I like
Where
that you
we
keep
keep,
your
you
foot
know what
on
I
the
mean?
gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop
Yeah,
you. Let them do
very
their
heavy
job.
figure.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed.
They feel like you got to do shit for people because they feel like they own. That's why I went without. Talking about law stuff. All it took was probably one person that probably could have looked out